Hey guys, Marsingen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we just got an update in the news this morning. Well, I say this morning, it is 7:30 AM for me in the UK, with the upcoming stuff for Global. So they have officially announced that we have the new Super Battle Road stage coming, which is Android/Cell Saga. This is going to be another one of those ones that if you pulled the tech androids, you're probably going to have a pretty easy time doing this one. So that one should be fun. I'll do a team building guide for that, of course. We have new stages for the Extreme Z area, because that is for the new free-to-play units that are coming along with the STR Kid BUU and physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku celebration. So officially announcing here in the news that a new stage is being added to the relevant Dokkan events. Majin Vegeta obviously got one added to the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta one recently, and I'm pretty sure this one is added to the Int Super Saiyan 2 Goku event. So these obviously always appear in the news a couple of days before the event is going to go live. I did a video talking the other day about the exact date that the celebration should come out, and it should be the 2nd of April, at least UK time, right? The morning of the 2nd of April. So potentially the evening of the 1st of April if you are in the US. So officially confirmed in the game. Let's go ahead and jump over to the wiki and see exactly what we can expect. Okay, so this is the celebration the way it appeared on JP. Now, obviously, on JP, it was the New Year celebration. This Dual Dokkan Fest releases in New Year, and then obviously comes out now on Global. This has been the same for the last couple of years. Now, that does mean that it isn't necessarily going to be exactly the same, but we would assume that some of it is going to stay the same, if not all of it, to be honest. So, obviously, we have the login bonus, then we get the Ginyu Force fighting pose, which is basically just the same thing as like the Hercule login bonus thing. I'm pretty sure the rewards are basically the same. They're just a different skin for like the same thing, right? So this can be pretty cool. Extra login bonuses. Even if you get really bad luck and get the lowest one, you still get like the standard sort of very basic login bonuses. And then if you can get lucky, then obviously you can get a lot more. I think not the last time, the one before, I did tweet about it. So if you guys follow me on Twitter at @TheMarsNingen, which you should, to stay up to date with news and all the random stuff that I post, I did post on there, I think 3 days in a row. One of the times that we had this, I got the like ultra super lucky 7 stone thing, like 3 days in a row, which is pretty crazy. So a bunch of extra stones obviously is nice. Then the big thing is the return of the type banner units. I'm going to do a separate video discussing this, whether I think it's worth summoning on and stuff. Like some of these 50% support units are a little bit outdated now. Some of them are still really good. Obviously we have no idea what Dokkan's going to do with them in the future, whether they're going to give them easy A's or anything, which would be cool if they did. Obviously the meta has moved pretty far away from mono teams outside of anything apart from Battlefield. So they're not as useful as they used to be, but they can still be very, very good. And of course, the featured units for all of the banners except the STR one are pretty decent as well. So then this celebration on JP also, of course, had the Easy A for LR, Goten, and Trunks. It's weird the way this is listed in the news, because it didn't drop. Did it drop right at the beginning, 1st of the 6th? No, it didn't. So yeah, these are listed before the actual banners themselves, which if we go down here, this is where the actual banners came out. So, but yeah, the Goten and Trunks Easy A is part of this celebration, so it probably drops like the week after the banner comes out. Obviously I'll do a team building guide for that as well. Then we have all the missions and all that kind of stuff. Then we have the Dual Dokkan Fest, and then on JP, this is when the other set of fusions units got their awakenings, and then eventually their Easy A. So hopefully this will be replaced with something rather than nothing, because that would be kind of annoying, right? New stages, and then the typical sort of stuff. Dokkan events open all the time, returning story events, all that kind of stuff. So in terms of the big important stuff, it's the LR Easy A for Goten and Trunks, the return of the type banners, hopefully, and then the Dual Dokkan Fest for Goku and Kid BUU. Hopefully they'll replace some of this stuff that Global has already with some other interesting things, so that there is more stuff to do. So the banners themselves, I am obviously going to do, again, a separate video doing a bit of a deep dive. I always do a summon or skip banner for these. I've seen a lot of people saying lately that the banners are a skip just because they are so bad, but they're honestly not that bad. Like obviously this one, Goku is still to this day on JP debated about being the best TUR in the game. LR Gohan is still really good, despite the fact you can't ever transform him. He has the exact same link set as Int LR Namek Goku, so they work really well together. Go Bros could get an easy A within the next year for all we know. Tech Janemba, whilst I find his design annoying, is still very, very good. Bojack is still really, really good. I think Gotenks is super underrated. And then Bardock was just on the Saiyan Day banner, so there is the potential that he could be changed for something else, which would be kind of interesting. And then, of course, Kid Buu's banner. Kid Buu is great. Cell is probably one of the worst Dokkan Fest LRs at this point until a new Cell comes out. These guys are super good. Pycon is super good. Tech Gohan, obviously super good. Tech Exchange Buu, not the best. Potentially underrated. He's obviously better with dupes. For me, I think I have like one dupe in him, so extra copies of him is probably not the worst. And then Beerus is probably the worst unit to pull on this banner just because of how old he is, but he can still be pretty good. Now, the thing you have to remember as well, it doesn't really show on the details here, and it didn't show like listed here, but remember last year for Global, when this dual Dokkan Fest came, not only do we get 3+1 multi-summons for however long this adds up to being, but it's like 2 weeks pretty much. So 3+1 multis, then there are tickets, and then there are premium tickets. So the premium tickets are the ones that you buy from the Pilaf Trove, and then obviously you can just do extra summons with those. These are always usually very good value if you are someone who spends money on the game anyway, so obviously worth picking up. But then it has the normal Dokkan Fest A and B tickets. So these are the things where when you summon on the banner, every time you do a multi-summon, you get like, well, a paid multi-summon, right? Because it has the 3+1. Every time you do a paid summon, you get 3 tickets. So for every 3+1 rotation you do, you get 9 tickets. And then obviously you can use 10 tickets to do a quote-unquote free multi. Now obviously they do this on purpose, right? You get 9 per rotation and it's 10 to do a multi to encourage you to summon more. I don't think you get tickets at all if you do singles. So obviously if you've done a 3+1 multi and you've got 9 tickets, they're obviously hoping that even if you don't want to do another full rotation, you'll drop another 50 stones so you can get those extra 3 tickets in order to do a multi. Because you can use the tickets to do singles, but, you know, just like with normal stone summons, singles are not going to guarantee you anything, whereas at least if you do the 10 ticket multi, you get a guaranteed SSR. And if I remember rightly, going back to the Pycon and Janemba Dual Dokkan Fest, I think the premium ticket multis were guaranteed featured at the end as well. So obviously, again, if you do spend money on the game, then those are going to be something worth picking up. So all of this stuff should be coming out, like I said, Friday evening if you are in the US, Saturday morning if you are in the UK like me, at least in terms of, you know, the start of the banner, the sales, everything, like, you know, the logging. This will be interesting because we had the legendary challenge campaign for Krillin. I don't think we've had his on Global with the shuffle of events. I should probably remember this, but obviously for me, I do the free-to-play LRs ASAP so I can get a video up on them. So if this is coming as well, then obviously this is a nice little thing. If you already have LR Krillin done, you'll get a bunch of extra stones that you could use to spend on the banner. So that would obviously, that's why I'm being stupid. This is the global one I've still got up on the screen. So of course we've already had the Krillin one. But yeah, for the JP one, there's a lot of free-to-play stuff that is already out on Global, which will be interesting to see if they add that in. And then the LR EZA for Goten and Trunks. I'm kind of looking forward to this because they're on the 200% team with Margin Vegeta, so it will be interesting to showcase them. But let me know what you guys think of the upcoming celebration. Are you summoning? Are you skipping? What do you think about the type banners? Do you think we will see any changes to the JP version? Let me know down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.